Okay, so today I'm going to be repotting or basically transplanting my cuttings I got from they call it a snake plant. And these are cuttings that I made. They've been sitting in water. I did the water one, not the one that you just cut it and transplant it directly into the dirt. They've been sitting here for a while, and as you can see, they have nice roots on them. Hopefully you can see that. They've been sitting here for a while, almost maybe, some of these have been in here for maybe more than 4 or 5 months or so. So as you can see, they have grown pups. And hi, kitty. That's my kitty. Hi. They have grown pups. And so all of these cuttings have sprouted and grown pups and gotten roots. And this is actually the plant that they came from. So this is the mother plant that they came from. I have a stick here holding them up because she was dying. The plant was dying. I didn't know what was wrong. I've had this plant for about 2 years. I have not repotted her. She still has her tag on her. I've had her for about 2 years. I bought her from Walmart. And so I've moved and everything, and so now that I'm able to repot her, I think I'm going to repot her today. If not, I'm definitely going to put these into some dirt today. So I'm going to try to do that. This will be my first time doing that. So yeah. Okay, so I'm starting off here with True Living Outdoors. This is container mix. And please forgive all the noise, you guys. I live in the city, so with that being said, I think they're taking out the trash over in the next building, so I'm on my balcony right now. But yeah, so this is the mix that I'm using right here, and this has fertilizer in it. I hope this is not too strong for the plant because certain fertilizers have certain amounts of acid or whatever they said that were in there. So this is what I use. I use this on my plants that I have out here, like this aloe here. I love to grow aloe. I try to grow aloe. It's hard for me to grow aloe vera. But yeah, I just repotted this because it was in a small container. She kept tipping over, so I repotted her, and hopefully, you know, she lasts. And so this is the container that I'm going to be using today. This is actually one of my children's. I got this for 98 cents, no, probably 50 cents on clearance at Walmart. I just poked some holes in it, and I made sure there was enough drainage in there for the water to drain out. And this is like an Easter, I think this was like an Easter basket or something, an Easter bucket. So I'm going to be using that. And this is going to be, I'm using this mix here. And I got this mix from the Dollar General. So I'm sorry, you guys. I put on gloves. I have to use gloves. I have this thing with my hands. I love plants and things like that, but it's just dirt and stuff. It just gets to me. So here's what the mix looks like. I don't know what, this is what the mix looks like. It's kind of dry right now because it's been sitting outside. But I'm just going to take some of that mix and put it here in this dirt. Now, you guys, I've never transplanted or never repotted a snake tongue or mother-in-law plant before. So this is actually, you guys are coming along on this experiment with me. I've never done this before. I've only done potos. I think it's called potos, and I'll show you those. I'll show you guys those plants. I can grow those plants with my eyes closed. I love those. And I just recently got a new one too, so I'm super excited about that. And I'll show you guys once I'm done with this. So I'm going to take this and fill it about, I want to say, maybe halfway up because these roots are pretty long. So I filled it about halfway up. Hopefully you guys can see that. You know, I think my hand was in the way. Let me redo that. So I filled it about halfway up. Okay. Thank you. here comes the true testament, if these plants will survive or not. And this is what I'm nervous about because I've never done these type of plants before, you guys. So, oh, pray with me, guys. Pray with me. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take each one at a time. And I'm going to show you, this is the clipping. And I hope it's not blurry. These are the roots that's on there that they have. And these actually rooted and grew pups. So I'm going to very carefully transplant these into the dirt. All right, here we go. Now this one, no, not this one. It's another one that have yellow edges. And I researched that if they have yellow edges, that there's something could be wrong with them. So let's just hope that there's nothing wrong with the ones that have, like this one here. This one grew a lot. Look at that. Look at the sprout that was on there. And this is from one leaf that I cut off of the mother plant. So this is the cutting. These are the roots. I hope you can see the roots. And then this is the growth from the roots. She sprouted a lot, but she was kind of yellow on the edges. I hope you can see that. She was kind of turning yellow. And so they said if they turn yellow like that, that there might be something wrong. But we're going to cross our fingers because she survived about a year, I think, maybe.
Of my finger.
I want to say maybe about a year being in the water like this. Now, I don't know where this one came from. This one may have just broken off. This is a root too. This is a transplant. Look at that new growth on there. Look at that new baby right there. I'm trying to get this camera to focus, you guys, and it's just not doing so. So I'm going to cut these things off here. And I'm going to plant her in there too. So I'm going to put her in there. Okay, we got some more in there. And then I'm going to take this one out. This one is done really well. She's done absolutely gorgeous. She has two sprouts, one on the back and one on the front. And look at these roots. These roots are absolutely gorgeous. Look at them. And he said they turn orange when they start to mature. So the tips of them are turning orange. I pray that you can see that. If my hands can stop shaking. It's just focusing on one part. I don't like that. I'm trying to zoom it in for you guys. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pull these roots apart. Hopefully you can see that. I'm pulling the roots down very gently. And I'm just going to place her in the pot. Now I know some of you guys might be saying, girl, you're crazy. What you doing? You putting something in a, not in a pot that's made for plants. Well, yeah, that is true. And I hope that this does not affect her growth, like the plastic that I'm putting her in. Look at that. She sprouted a whole new plant. Now, these are all cuttings, you guys. And look, this had I don't know what this is called, but this had a base on it. This came up out of the root, out of the dirt before I just plopped it in some water. I didn't even cut it, I don't think. I may have cut it, but yeah. So this is, this is cool too. So she's been sprouting. This plant, this mother plant has given me about 7 to 8 plants with just the cuttings alone. Now this is what, and I still got more in this green pot here. This is what it looks like so far. This is what she looks like so far. Hopefully you saw that. And this is what the pot that I'm putting her in. And then the last one here, pour her out. I've been checking on these for months. Now see, she has a new little baby root, little bitty baby growth right there. Right there. And look at that root. So I think for safety's sake, I might just leave her. Oh, look, I didn't even see that. Look at the new roots on the inside. Look at that. The growth on the inside. Wow. I'm going to leave this one because that root is, it's just one. And I think I want to put a little bit more. I want her to grow a little bit more. So, oh, look at her. She sprouted a new thing too on the side. Now remember, these are all cuttings that I just stuck in some water that came from my mother plant over here. See that? Look, she's grown a lot. So I'm going to transplant them today. I am super excited. If my hands can stop shaking. And I'm going to place her right in the middle because she looks like she's really strong. Her leaf is sticking straight up. Her base leaf is sticking straight up. So I'm going to put her in the dirt, like so. And then hopefully I can get her to stand straight up. Now I'm going to add more dirt to cover around. Now it's going to cover the smaller roots. It's definitely going to cover the smaller, not the smaller roots, the smaller cuttings. I know it's going to, but if I put the dirt in here the way I know I should, which is not to pack it in, once I get the dirt in there, then it shouldn't be a problem with her sprouting out and growing up. The baby sprouts or the pups coming up out of the dirt. If you put it in there correctly, you shouldn't have a problem. Oh, she's standing up, you guys. I'm so excited. I'm going to scoop some more dirt on the sides of the plant, like so. And I hope that she does good. Now this one is not standing up, you guys, so we're going to keep an eye on this one. And just hope that she starts doing better. Let's see if that works. Now I know I don't have enough dirt to repot the mother plant, so I'm going to have to go to the store and get some dirt, some more dirt. But yeah, and I hope this fertilizer, like I said, is not too strong for these plants because it said outdoor. And some plants that have some dirt that has fertilizer in it could be too strong. I'm not a gardener, so I don't know, but I am very familiar with some indoor plants. Not all, but some indoor plants. I hope you guys can hear me. I'm sitting outside on my balcony. So, all right, I think I am done. Go. All right, Mama. Looks like you are done. Let me see if I put some dirt back here. That'll give somebody a chance back there to grow. And then you stick these little pups' leaves up because some of the pups have strong leaves that are sticking up. So we're gonna help them stay up. I'm not gonna pack this dirt down like some people pack the dirt down. I don't do that because that slows down the growth of the roots, and you don't want to do that. Okay, so here we are. This is the newly planted snake tongue or mother-in-law plant. These are the seedlings or the pups. These have little tips on it that might need to cut off. But these are the pups that came from the main leaves. These are the main leaves right here that I cut from the mother plant, which is right there. That's the mother plant. I put that stick in there because she was dying, you guys. Like I said, I don't know if I needed to repot her or what, but maybe I was putting too much water or something. I'm not too familiar with these plants because I only do potos. But yeah, so these are the main leaves that I cut from the mother plant right here. And this one here behind her, and this one. And then all of these little ones are the pups that the main leaves grew. So in potos, I don't know what it's called, potos. Once you replant the cuttings, you have to sit them in water for sit them in the dark. Once you plant them in the dirt, you sit them in the dark for 3 days so the roots won't have root shock or something. Some people don't do that. I do, and I have a very successful rate of doing that, and my plants actually thrive. But with this one, I'm not too familiar. I don't know what to do after I plant the cuttings into dirt. So, like I said, you guys are going on this journey with me. in repotting these. So I'll keep you up to speed on what's going on with my snake tongue.